guys, my name is Grace and welcome back to my channel Space with Grace. Today we're going to be doing my very first video, which is going to be an introduction to the planets. Keep in mind this is going to be a very brief introduction and overview, so I'll be able to go into more depth into later videos, and please leave a comment down below and let me know what specific things in this video you want me to go more in depth. I'd be happy to give a deeper overview. So we'll be going over the features of the planets, the size, the shape, and then the relation in the order from the sun in relation to other planets. So let's get started. So to begin, we're going to talk about in the introduction about the planets. So in order and the relation from the sun. So the first one, we have Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. So we'll begin with Mercury. Mercury is covered in craters and has the most craters in the solar system, and it's so small that it is only slightly larger than Earth's moon. So it's the smallest planet in our solar system. Venus is next, right here, and it is almost as big as Earth and is sometimes called Earth's sister planet. It is the hottest planet in the solar system due to its thick atmosphere of carbon dioxide, and its surface contains a volcanic landscape that has plains, mountains, and plateaus. And the surface temperature is almost 900 degrees Fahrenheit, which is super hot. And then we'll move on to Earth, which is our planet. It's the only planet known that contains water and life. And it has a perfect balance of life, including nitrogen, oxygen, and a fraction of other ingredients. And it has a moon. Mars is next, and it has craters like Mercury as well, and it appears red due to the rusty iron on its surface. It has shown promising signs of life with signs of ice and polar ice caps, sedimentary molecules in rocks, and various organic acids and chemistry. Also, scientists have discovered that water once used to flow on Mars, which gives us hope that one day we might discover life on Mars. Next, we'll move on to Jupiter, which is the largest planet in the solar system, and it is so big that all the planets in the solar system would fit into it. It is also a gas giant and it lacks a tangible surface. The big red dot that we can see on it right here is called the Great Red Spot and is actually a storm filled with lots of different storms. The spot is about twice the size of Earth. And also, while Jupiter itself can support life, it has moons that show promising signs of life with potential oceans. Then we have Saturn. It is made up of gases, and its rings are made of ice and rocks and other materials and sediments. It has the most complex ring system than any other planet in the solar system. And once again, while it can't support life, it has moons that show promising signs of life. Next, we have Uranus, and it is considered the sideways planet because it rotates on its side. And we can't exactly see its rings like Saturn, but it actually has 9 icy rings. And lastly, we have Neptune. Neptune is very dark and cold since it's very far away from the sun. And it is also the planet that takes the furthest to travel around the sun, as it would take 165 Earth years for it to orbit the sun one time. And it also has a surface similar to Uranus, made of a hot, dense fluid with materials in it. So those are our planets. And as a fun little mnemonic to help you guys remember it, we have my very excellent mother just served us noodles, which is Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. And this is their order from closest to furthest from the sun. If we take a deeper dive into the planets, we can learn more about their features. Each planet is a different size and has different keys and features. We have terrestrial planets, which include Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Earth. Terrestrial planets are planets that have solid surfaces and contain things like craters, mountains, plateaus, and rocks. They have tangible surfaces made out of organic materials, and they're often made of rocky materials, metallic zinc, and iron. We also have our gas giants, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. And gas giants are planets that do not have a tangible and defined surface, and they have no clear boundary between where the atmosphere ends and the surface starts. Instead, they're made out of various gases, liquids, and other materials. And most of these planets are surrounded by various moons, just like Earth. Now quickly moving on to the size of the planets. The order of planets from smallest to largest are Mercury, Mars, Venus, Earth, Neptune, Uranus, Saturn, and Jupiter. And most of the mass in the solar system is taken up by Jupiter, the largest planet in the solar system. Now we have Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. It is 11 times larger than Earth. In this picture, this is Earth and this is Jupiter, so it's truly quite big. And it is 2.5 times bigger than any of the other planets in the solar system combined. Now, our really small planet, Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system, and it is 2.6 times smaller than Earth. So in this picture, this is Mercury and this is Earth. And it takes up a tiny, tiny amount of mass in the solar system. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this very brief introduction to the planets. I hope you guys had a good time, and please, once again, in the comments down below, let me know what types of videos you guys want to see and more of the details and in-depth you want to see from this topic. And also, this was just part 1 of this video, as there will be a part 2, which will be a hands-on interactive activity where you'll get to make your very own solar system and learn about the sizes of the planets in more depth. And it'll be super fun, so don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss that video, because I'll be coming out super soon. And thanks so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye!